Yeah, you know, my memories go back a long ways. You know, my oldest brother was on the 1979 state championship team, so I remember going to those games way back, and boy, the tradition started way back then. And Jerry Sims was my coach. You know, he's been around since the late 70s and still there, and, you know, a great guy. He teaches more than football, right? You know, I had him as a teacher in school. He teaches life lessons, he teaches, you know, school, and, you know, football is just secondary, right? It's all about life first, you know, and he's a teacher of everything, which is great to have.
Edgar Football Hard Knocks is brought to you by Security Health Plan. Security Health Plan. Promises kept, plain and simple. Visit securityhealth.org to learn more.
Be smart, play smart, become disciplined, do your job, nothing goofy, just have fun tonight, right? You're going to have a nice crowd here. We talked about alumni, we got the goals on, let's represent, okay? Hey, also, we haven't scored on defense this year. Today would be a pretty nice day to score on defense. Okay, here we go. Let's have a day. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Call it out. Let's go.
Well, good evening and welcome to another High School Football Friday night. We are in Edgar for this matchup between the Edgar Wildcats and the Rosholt Hornets, a crossover game from the Merowith Conference and the CWC. And it is on paper a mismatch here tonight. Edgar coming in with a record of 2-1, and they have outscored their opponents 96-14. Meanwhile, Rosholt coming in with a record of 0-3, and they have been outscored 139-0. They have not scored a point in the season so far. Edgar with wins over Pacelli, 50-0 last week, and a 40-6 win over Stratford the previous week. They lost to Ellsworth in the opener in that defensive struggle here at Edgar High School, 8-6. Meanwhile, Rosholt has lost to St. Mary Catholic, 49-0. Wyoega Fremont, 50-0, and last week it was Marathon knocking off the Hornets by a score of 40-0.
Hey, us four. Yes, sir. We're everybody. Gum's not anything. Let's go to college. Let's go. All conference game. Let's go. Let's go. See you in the battle. Yeah, see you, bud. It's going to be a good day. Let's go. Slacker! Harry G!
Tackle. Rosholt head coach is Mike O'Donnell. Of course, Jerry Sims, the head man for the Wildcats. Green approaches the football, and we're underway. High end over end kick going to be taken at about the 15-yard line, out across the 20, and then knocked down at about the 26.
You're going at 50's right shoulder. Go. Right here, cut. Yeah.
White tape as well.
You actually don't use white tape on that?
It's that security, that final layer.
Yeah, well.
Give me a half bend, flex. Flex.
got you wrapped in a second. Just lower.
G's halfback ball carrier. Tackle by Green Bonnie.
Offset backfield, Strite. They're going to hand it off. And this is Weisenberger trying to get it around the corner. He got dragged down and lost his balance. Got inside. They're going to mark him down at about the 15, so a short pickup of maybe a yard or two. And this time, Strite's going to keep it. Rolls right. He wants to throw. He's got a man wide open. That's Baumgartner. He's going to go. Strite under center for the two-point conversion. It's Carter Butt. And he gets knocked down, but he stayed on his feet. Now he pitches the ball back to Strite, and he's going to go around the left side and in.
Let's go! I don't like KB.
Two-point conversion attempt.
Good thinking, KB.
Right.
Let's go. Well, let's get fired up.
I think it was that. That's three. And Jace did pick me.
Yeah, you're fine though.
Okay.
You're fine.
Along with Preston Dalkey.
I saw someone come and almost hit Tegan. I didn't know if that was
Loss of one
if
of the
they ran
player
an
brings
X or
second
that was
and
the guy
11.
that came into where it was supposed to be.
Yeah, hey, if they run that X, right, and you lock on a guy, stay. Okay? But obviously we got to keep our eyes
I
on
need
that
to stay
gap.
heavy inside your quick.
Dylan leads pass. Intended for Caleb Zitt.
Weisenberger and Butt in the backfield. They're going to pitch it to Weisenberger. Try the left side. Good block. Gets Weisenberger around the corner, and he's going to be knocked down near the 10-yard line. Going to be first down and more. Credit that one on a great block for Harrison Gravine. Strite under center by backfield. They give it to Quick up the middle, and that is going to be into the end zone. Chase Affelbeck will get the touchdown. 10-yard touchdown run for Chase Affelbeck.
Jace, here we go. Start playing ball.
Let's run, Jace.
With a snap from Leighton Schuett in the hole by Tegan Strite. Harrison Gravine puts the point after through.
Comes away, it's a line drive. We're going to take a bounce. Butt is going to try to hand it off to Strite. He does. Strite breaks a tackle. He's trying to get the corner. He's got the wall. He's going down the near sideline. One man to beat. He deeks back inside and falls down at the 5-yard line. Lost his balance, lost his cleat and went down. He was trying to cut back because all he had was the punter to beat. They're going to pitch it to Carter Butt. Now he cuts it back. Big hole, puts his head down, and into the end zone he goes. 5-yard touchdown run. Carter Butt adding to his touchdown total on the season. Trips receivers to the right again. They're going to pitch it. The ball's loose. It's on the ground. It's going to be picked up by the Wildcats. And they will have the football at about the 20-yard line. They pitch it outside, trying to get it around the edge. Can he do it? Yes. One man to beat. He got around the edge and into the end zone for the touchdown is Brock Maurer. And the 5th different player has scored for the Wildcats here. Offensive possessions tonight. They want to throw the football again. He's got time. Looking. Now he's flushed again. And now he's going to be hit as he throws. It's picked off. It's going to be a pick 6 into the end zone. Touchdown.
Yes, sir, Sawyer. Yes, sir. Sawyer. The devoted father right now. Yeah, devoted.
Go!
We're taking the dub. Wait, is this on Hard Knocks?
Good job, guys. Good game. Good game, Coach Sims. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game. Coach Sid.
Again, don't forget about the alumni gathering down at the
Some of the good memories back in the day, and is, you know, you start out, I remember there as a freshman, and my older brother was a senior at the time, and you get into the bull ring, and you didn't know what the bull ring was, but you know, they throw you in the middle of that and you got to try to get out. So there was a grow up really quick and try to figure out, you know, how you're going to deal with, you know, somebody that weighed 80, 90 pounds more than you to try to get out of this ring. It was a little intimidating, but at the same time, that was part of the how do you grow up. It wasn't abusive, but it was, you know what, you got to be tough, and you know, and you understood what toughness meant. And how do you cope with, you know, be part of that program. And it was pretty young at that time. This was 1983, so you know, for me it was 79, 80 when I got into the program. But you know, as I graduated in '83, it's like you learned a lot over the years, and I just remember seeing the managers at that time. They're just little tykes, and those guys come through the program the same thing, and some of them were the coaches' kids, you know, coming through, and it's like they're learning stuff that as they come up through the program, that they learn more about football than I did coming up, because they were with us all the time. So it's fun to see.
I was an assistant football coach under Jerry Sins for 30 years. So there's a lot of memories involved seeing these guys here. A lot of times what I do is I remember somebody will ask, when does a kid graduate, you know, and stuff like that. And like, I remember the football year that he was. So like if they were the 1983 football team, they graduated in '84 and stuff like that. But a lot of great memories. I guess one of my memories was I got to coach my son, and we had a pretty good team back in 2009. Won a state championship. You know, Edgar's got 7 state championships, 6 runners-up. Pretty good for a small school. But in 2009, when I was coaching and my son was playing, that was one of the highlights of my career. And that year, we had the running clock 13 out of 14 games, and we outscored our opponents 650 to 21. So it was a pretty fun year with my son playing and everything. But just talking about football in general in Edgar, it's the thing to do. I mean, kids grow up and they look forward to being, you know, an Edgar Wildcat. So, and with Coach Sins having his 49th year, and hopefully next year he makes it to 50, so we can celebrate his 50th. Kids look forward to playing for him, and as long as he's around, he's got things organized, and we'll keep doing well. One of my fond memories is when I was actually the play caller, and we were in a state semifinal game, and we had like 4th and 3 about the 50-yard line, and I called the play and sent it in, and he said, "What did you call?" And I said, "Well, I called the 36 power off tackle." And he looked at me and said, "Well, it better work." You know? And of course, it really did, because our running back went to the hole, but it wasn't open. He bounced it outside for like 20 yards. So, I mean, stuff like that, you know, and just competitive-wise with the coaches and stuff like that.
You know, it's exciting to be a part of a program that has great tradition, playing for a long time, obviously under a head coach like Coach Sins and the dynasty that he's created. My dad played for him when, you know, he was younger in high school.
Back in the 80s.
Back in the 80s.
Back in the 80s.
I played for Coach Sins. Now I get to coach with Coach Sins. It's really just an honor to be a part of a dynasty like we have here, and you know, excited about the season that we have going right now. The message that we deliver to the kids is we have to prepare each week like it's the biggest game of the season, like it's Stratford week, or like it's the state championship game. You have to approach every preparation with that mentality to avoid those slip-ups that you could potentially have when you face any opponent, regardless of their caliber. So I think our kids did a great job this week buying into that mentality of taking advantage of every rep, every practice, and you saw the result, you know, tonight here against Rosholt. The kids played hard, played well, and we're looking forward to next week.
Yeah, I just want to thank Coach Sins for taking over the program and recruiting kids. I mean, he basically built this thing from ground up, because I think after the '76 season, there wasn't a lot of kids out, they were actually going to think about dropping football in Edgar, which would have really been sad. But I thank him for really making an effort to change the program and hiring other coaches and getting the kids to build in what the heck he was trying to instill in them, making them better men and just all around better kids. As far as memories go, I tell you what, the bus trips to games were I had the most fun with these guys. It was just, I never laughed. So we should have been a little more serious sometimes, but when we were seniors, we had a good time. We had a lot of injuries, but we still had a good time, and we were just a close-knit group, and that's what it's all about sometimes. And for kids out there, the thing I would stress is have goals in life, because that's the most important thing. If you have a goal, try to hit it. Just make a different goal every year and just try to make yourself better.
One thing about football practice that I remember is, and I don't think they have to do this nowadays, but we had our locker room in the boiler room under the school. And I don't know if that still goes on, but that was pretty bad news back then. Anyway, if you didn't have to be in the boiler room nowadays, you've got a much better situation.
Are you